much out here. Bro, I need to learn my lesson and eat my words.
But I even got abused in my doctor's waiting room. My doctor's response was, well, you chose to do it, and you're going to have to get used to it. Which, first of all, shows he knows nothing about being trans, because you certainly don't choose it. And secondly, they had no empathy as a human being. And then my partner got pregnant. And the plan was that our child would have two mothers from the day they were born, which back in 2000 was unheard of, especially if one of them was trans. And on the day my son was born, he had a massive seizure. And as a result of this seizure, we nearly lost him. And he ended up disabled. And I remember holding this tiny little baby in my hands and thinking, his life's already going to be difficult enough as it is. I can't put this child through the abuse that I am getting every single day. So I took Sophie and I murdered her. Now, the world was a very, very different place back in 2000. Wherever I went, I would get abuse on the streets. Now I just get on Twitter. That's technology for you. But I even got abused in my doctor's waiting room. My doctor's response was, well, you chose to do this, so you're going to...
That's exactly what is going to happen. So who's the head honcho here? You tell me! Come on, kiss me! Kiss me! Tell me who's the head honcho here. What, I'm not hot enough for you? I'm not hot enough? I'm not sexy enough? I'm just spit at you! Tell me I'm fucking hot! Tell me I'm fucking sexy! Tell me! Tell me! Tell me! Now control hold? Oh, animal control? And then look like a mad woman and you're gonna break my bones?
spit, I would have lost my cool. B Morgan ain't word like that.
All lymph empties from 2 ducts into. So, lymphatic duct, 25% lymph that empties that. And the left subclavian vein is the thoracic duct. Deflects from the head and extremity. Lymphatic capillaries are found in nearly all tissues of the body. Capillaries found in the small intestines. Plasma empties 24 liters daily, which goes into interstitial fluid. 20.4 liters daily of interstitial fluid returns back into plasma. 3.6 liters daily, and then it goes into the lymph nodes and then back into plasma. That's the cycle. Lymph equals interstitial fluid, which entered the lymphatic capillaries and lacteals. You have 3 lines of defense. The first line is the non-specific immunity. That's your skin and mucous membranes. Then you have the second line, which is your phagocytes, natural killer cells, interferon, complement, inflammation, fever. First and second line of defense. Then you have specific immunity. That's your third line. Cell-mediated immunity. That's mainly your T cells. Antibodies mediated immunity, mainly your B cells. Third line improves with repeated exposure. Type of innate immune defense. So you got inflammation. It's red, worn, swollen, painful. How does it work? Increase blood flow to the infected area, bring in immune elements, and prevent it prevents the viral spread. You got neutrophils, which is APC, dendritic cells, APC. APC means antigen presenting cells. How does it work? They find and eat pathogens. Neutrophils die immediately afterwards, though. Antigen presenting then a special lymphocyte which looks for abnormal cells, such as virus, meaning infected cells, or cancer cells. How does it work? Destroys abnormal cells with perforin, which is a lysine protein. Type of complement. What is it? A group of proteins made primarily in the liver. How does it work? Chemotaxis creates a chemical trail for phagocytes to follow. Opsonation is a label for destruction by phagocytes. Pore formation. What is it? Proteins released by virus-infected cells, meaning dying cells. So what it does initially is body temperature response to pathogens, antibody count. How does it work? It causes our proteins to cling more tightly to zinc and iron, speeds up healing and immune reaction. Virus need active cells to make more of itself. For the first exposure, this is how specific immunity works. If the pathogen is intracellular, like influenza or a virus, cytotoxic T cells, which is killer T cells, will directly destroy some virus-infected cells. Antigen-presenting cells, meaning APCs, will phagocytize some viruses. These cells will bind to some viruses. Now, here's what that same thing looks like on the other side. What do helper T cells do? They cause cytotoxic T cells. Some B cells will become memory B cells. If the pathogen is extracellular, like our bacteria, antigen-presenting cells will phagocytize some bacteria. B cells will bind to some bacteria. Memory B and memory T produce a stronger and better also known as immunoglobulins. Immunoglobulin G. This is the second antibody made by plasma cells after first exposure. Our most abundant antibody can cause immunoglobulin. This can fight against worms. Large amounts cause histamine release in the allergic response. Immunoglobulin D only functions as B cell receptors. First in contact foreign antigen on first exposure. Immunoglobulin M. First antibody made by plasma cells after first exposure forms pentamers. Immunoglobulin A forms dimers found in secretions, sweat, tears, saliva, mucus, breast milk. How antibodies fight. First they neutralize, agglutinate,
Neutralize,
accelerate
agglutinate,
the function
accelerate.
of Summary of immune function. For bacteria and extracellular pathogens, bound by complement and or destroyed by phagocytes, some resist destruction in phagocytes. Helper T cells will assist APC phagocytes. Cytotoxic T cells will destroy phagocytes. B cells will bind pathogens. Helper T cells will activate B cells and plasma cells. Plasma cells will specific antibodies for viruses and intracellular pathogens. The left arrow. Viruses will evade recognition and infect cells. Interferon will limit the spread of infection. Viruses cells will destroy survivors. Right arrow. Phagocytes will destroy viruses and present helper T cells will activate more cytotoxic T cells and B cells. An overview of gas exchange. The journey of two gases. Every cell performs gas exchange, meaning oxygen/carbon dioxide. The journey of oxygen, O2. Atmosphere, alveoli, blood, tissues. It is brought in during inhalation, alveoli to the pulmonary respiration, transporting oxygenated arterial blood, systematic capillaries to tissue, that's internal respiration, consumed by tissues and cellular respiration to make ATP. The number reason oxygen is used to make ATP. The journey of carbon dioxide. Blood alveoli. It is produced by the tissues and cellular respiration. Tissues, the systematic capillary. Pulmonary capillary alveoli. Internal respiration. Expelled during exhalation. Airway histology and function. Blood goes where most of our air is, and air goes where most of our blood is. Trachea and all bronchi. They move and filter air. Types of tissue in trachea and all bronchi. Lots of cartilage, muscle. Pseudostratified ciliate, pulmonar epithelium, the mucociliary escalator. Cilia can be paralyzed by smoking, vaping too. Bronchioles, they distribute air. They have no cartilage, lots of smooth muscles for bronchodilation and bronchoconstriction. Pulmonar epithelium. Alveoli, gas exchange, no cartilage, no smooth muscle. Simple squamous epithelium for ease of gas exchange and elastic tissue for stretch and recoil. Alveolar histology and the blood, air barrier. Three major cell types. Macrophages, phagocytosis of inhaled pathogens and dust. Types of parasites. They produce surfactants, reduces surface tension of fluid. Type 1 pneumocyte forms blood air barrier. Oxygen crosses over, goes through the blood into the red blood cell. Carbon dioxide comes out, crosses over, goes out. The barrier in between oxygen and carbon dioxide cross over. Boyle's law, pulmonary ventilation, are simplified version of the for a given space. As volume goes up, its pressure goes down. Down, its pressure goes up. Relative to atmospheric pressure, pulmonary pressure mechanics of inhalation. Diaphragm and intercostal muscles contract. Thoracic cavity and lung volume increases. Intrapulmonary pressure decreases. Air moves in along pressure gradient. Mechanics of exhalation. Diaphragm and intercostal muscles relax. Thoracic cavity and lung volume decrease. Intrapulmonary pressure goes up. Air comes out. Hemoglobin will bind and release. Will both bind and release oxygen. To understand, let's make oxygen saturation. Hemoglobin is like raw energy. It takes from the rich, meaning the lungs, and gives away to the poor. Colder temperatures make hemoglobin stingier and bind with oxygen. Warmer temperatures make hemoglobin more generous with oxygen. Higher pH makes hemoglobin stingier with oxygen. Lower pH makes hemoglobin more generous with oxygen. Focusing on CO2. CO2 is transported by the blood in three different ways. Between the tissues and blood, internal respiration. CO2, some CO2 remains in plasma, which meaning like 7%. Some CO2 binds to hemoglobin, 23%. Then you got carbonic anhydrase and an enzyme which causes CO2 to react with H2O 10,000 times per second. So the third most is the CO2 goes through a conversion in RBCs. This is 70%. CO2 binds with hemoglobin and a red blood cell. Positive hydrogen causes hemoglobin to release more O2. So CO2 plus H2O equals H2CO3, meaning carbonic acid, plus hydrogen. So CO2 plus H2O converts to H2CO3. Then it converts to HCO3 negative negative plus the hydrogen. That HCO3 negative is a bicarbonate. This travels in the plasma. Focusing on CO2, CO2 is transported by blood in three different ways. Between the lungs and blood, external respiration. The CO2 diffuses into alveoli in the blood. So CO2 from plasma goes into the alveoli. Then you have the carbonic anhydrase can also cause the reaction to happen in reverse.
on steady. Watch. In a few minutes, I'm about to cut the thing back. Damn. I don't have to tell them themselves.
Thou seekest, then touch the demon inside me. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. Art thou finished? May thy strength.
I can forge weapons for you for a fair price.
Alright. Short spear. Upgrade this.
You come back alive.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings, don't you worry. You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you. Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings, don't you worry. have a
Oh,
heart
it's
of
like
gold.
if he got arrows for sale.
I can forge weapons for you for a fair price.
Arrows.
You come back alive.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings, don't you worry. You have a heart of gold, don't you?
I'm gonna go this one more time.
All empties from 2 ducts and 2. So you got the right subclavian vein, and then you have the right lymphatic duct, which is 25% of the lymph that empties that. And the left subclavian vein is the thoracic duct, which has 75% of the lymph. Then the lymphatic trunk collect from the head of the trunk and extremities. Lymphatic capillaries found in nearly all tissues of the body. Lacteal, a special lymph capillary found in the small intestine. Plasma empties 24 liters daily, which goes into interstitial fluid. 20.4 liters daily of interstitial fluid returns back into plasma. 3.6 liters daily turns into lymph, and then it goes into the lymph nodes and then back into plasma as a cycle. Lymph equals interstitial fluid, which enters the lymph capillaries and lacteal. You have 3 lines of defense. The first line is the non-specific immunity, that's your skin and mucous membrane. You have the second line, which is your phagocytes, natural killer cells, interferon, complement, inflammation. First and second lines of defense do not improve with repeated exposure. Then you have specific cells mediated, that's mainly your T cells. Antibodies mediated immunity, mainly your B cells. Third line improves with repeated exposure. Type of antigen. So you got inflammation. It's red, warm, swollen, painful. How does it work? Increase blood flow to the infected area, bring in immune elements, and repair materials. If it's macrophages, ABC means antigen presenting cells. How does it work? They find and eat pathogens. Neutrophils die. Antigen presenting cells present antigen to other immune cells. Natural killer cells. What is it? For abnormal cells, such as virus, meaning infected cells, or cancer cells. How does it work? Destroys abnormal cells with which is a post. Type of a group of proteins made primarily in liver. How does it work? Chemotaxis creates a chemical cell for phagocytosis. Opsonation related by phagocytes. Inflammation, lyses, and kills the pathogen. released by virus infected dying cells. So what it does is this protein cells enable cells to decrease all cellular activity, making viral spread more difficult. Fever, what is it? An increase in body temperature in response to circulating viral toxins, pathogens, antibodies. How does it work? It causes our proteins to cling to more tightly and iron. Speeds up healing and immunity. Viruses need active cells to make bodies go. For the first exposure, this is how specific immunity works. If the pathogen is intracellular, like influenza or toxic T cells, killer T cells, will directly destroy some virus-infected cells. Antigen-presenting cells exercise some viruses. Now here's what everything looks like on the other side. What do helper T cells do? They cause cytotoxic T cells to multiply. Some become memory T cells. They will activate lysosome function and antigen presentation of APC. Plasma cells produce lots of antibodies. However, they will activate B cells to become plasma cells. B cells will become memory B cells. If the pathogen is extracellular, like a bacteria, antigen-presenting cells will phagocytize some bacteria. B cells will bind to some bacteria. Memory E and B cells will a stronger and faster response during the second exposure. The 5 classes of antibodies, also known as immunoglobulin. Immunoglobulin G. This is the second antibody made by plasma cells after first exposure. Our most abundant antibody can cross the placenta. Immunoglobulin E. Fight against worms, large amounts cause histamine release in the allergic response. Immunoglobulin E. It functions as B cell receptor. First to contact foreign antigens. Made by plasma cells after first exposure forms pentamers. Immunoglobulin A forms dimers found in secretion. First they neutralize accelerate the function of complement. Summary of immune function. For bacteria and extracellular pathogens, bound by complement and or destroyed by phagocytes, some resist destruction. Helper T phagocytes destroy pathogens. Helper T cells will activate B cells to become plasma cells. Plasma cells produce specific antibodies. The left arrow. Viruses interfering will limit the spread of infection. Natural killer cells will destroy virus-infected cells. Cytotoxic T cells will destroy some virus-infected cells. Right arrow. Phagocytes will destroy viruses and present antigen. Helper T cells, after antigen presentation, will activate more cytotoxic T cells, specific B cells. An overview of gas exchange. The journey to get every cell performs gas exchange, meaning oxygen, carbon dioxide. Journey of oxygen. Is brought in during inhalation. Alveoli to the pulmonary capillaries, external respiration, transporting oxygenated arterial blood, systematic capillaries to tissue, that's internal respiration, consumed by tissues and cellular respiration to make ATP, the number reason oxygen is used to make ATP. The number one reason, the journey of carbon dioxide. pulmonary capillaries to alveoli, which is external respiration expelled during exhalation. Airway histology and function. Blood goes where most of our air is, and air goes where most of our blood is. Trachea and all bronchi. They move and filter air. Types of tissue in trachea and all bronchi. Lots of cartilage, some smooth muscles. Pseudostratified ciliate, culminar epithelium, the mucociliary escalator. Cilia can be paralyzed by smoking, vaping too. Bronchioles, they distribute air. No cartilage, lots of smooth muscles for bronchoconstriction. They're simple pulmonar epithelium. Alveoli, gas exchange, no cartilage, no smooth muscle, simple squamous epithelium for ease of gas exchange and elastic tissue for stretching and recoil. Alveolar histology in the blood, air barrier. 3 major cell types. Macrophage, phagocytosis of inhaled pathogens and dust. Type 2 pneumocytes. They produce surfactants, reduces surface tension of fluid of alveoli. Type 1 pneumocyte forms half of our blood-air barrier. Oxygen crosses over, goes through the blood into the red blood cells. Carbon dioxide comes out, crosses over, goes out. The barrier in between where oxygen and carbon dioxide cross over is kind of thinner than a free-range tissue. Boyle's law, pulmonary ventilation. For a given space, as volume goes up, pressure goes down, and as volume goes down, pressure goes up. Relative to atmospheric pressure, go up. Mechanics of ventilation. Diaphragm, thoracic cavity, and lung volume increases. Intrapulmonary pressure decreases. Air moves in along pressure gradient. Mechanics of exhalation. Diaphragm and intercostal muscles relax. Thoracic cavity and lung volume decrease. Intrapulmonary pressure goes up. Air moves out along pressure gradient. Hemoglobin will bind and release. Will both bind and release oxygen. To understand, let's make oxygen hemoglobin saturation curve. Hemoglobin is like Robin Hood. It takes from the rich in the lungs and gives away to the colder temperatures make hemoglobin denser and bind with oxygen. Warmer temperatures make hemoglobin more generous with oxygen. Higher pH, more oxygen. Lower pH, more generous oxygen. Focusing on CO2. CO2 is transported by the blood in 3 different ways. Between the tissues and blood, internal respiration. CO2 remains dispatched like that. CO2 binds to hemoglobin, 23%. Then you got carbonic anhydrase and an enzyme which causes CO2 to react with the 10,000 times per second. So the third most is the CO2 goes through a conversion in RBC. This is 70%. CO2 binds with hemoglobin and a red blood cell. Positive hydrogen causes hemoglobin to release more O2. So CO2 plus H2O equals H2CO3, meaning carbonic acid, plus hydrogen. So CO2 plus H2O converts to H2CO3. Then it converts to HCO3, negative, minus the negative plus CO2. CO2 is transported by blood between the lungs and blood, external respiration. The CO2 diffuses into alveoli from the blood. So CO2 from plasma goes into the alveoli. Then you have the carbonic anhydrase can also cause the reaction to happen in reverse.
Oh, I did the wrong thing. Bullshit. Regroup. Damn. Man, I gotta see if I can get the heavy arrows.
It's simple. In trade, I'll give you your souls. I can eke out a living. And with my weapons, you can go on living. Not a no interest, eh?
So,
I can tell you're not gonna want.
I know how I'm gonna do this. Tiny, Amir, Buck and Stony. Y'all wake up. I'm about to bow, man. I'm about to upgrade this bow and arrow set. About to upgrade it. Raise up 10 bands. Mass hardstone. Wake up. Time to eat some breakfast and stuff. Plus, we gotta go get y'all summer clothes. And then we're gonna go down our Vine house and print that, man. How you feel? You feel better? Come here. Come here. Buck. Come here. Tank Vito ain't laugh at you, did they? You and Vito are a lot alike, you know that, right? Y'all are a lot alike. That's why I want you and him to grow up together real tight. Alright, get you breakfast. Come on, Sonny, so you get you some breakfast and stuff. Because we gotta go down to our Vine house to copy that packet, too. Tiny! Come here. You feel better?
Mm-hmm.
What you learn?
Never bully on a little setbacks. Or yeah, any of your setbacks.
Why?
Because it's going to lead to them either A, finding things,
Yeah.
learn to stick up for your siblings instead of putting them down and embarrassing them.
Get you some breakfast so we get the guy going. We gotta reach out some clothes. Tiny! Come here, Coco. Or you can go downstairs because you look like you're about to go. Come on. Come on.
flavor. I want you to try as many flavors as you can, honey. Because when I tell you there are some flavors out there, woo!
I've been literally investigating, trying to find out who gave it to me. The doctor I spoke with told me that judging by how progressed it is, it could have been in about a year or more. All my partners for the past 2 years just be saying, I am somewhat feminist and I believe that whatever a man can do, so can a woman. Double standard. So women being called a hoe when having the same amount of partners as a man disgusts me. I'm not ashamed to say I've had sex with 13 men in the past 3 years. With 11 of them, it was protected, and 2 unprotected. My issue is that I have asked both men I had unprotected sex with to go and get tested. Both men have told me they were clean and even showed me papers to prove it. I don't even know who you are others because I don't want to tell everyone I've had sex with that I'm now HIV positive. It's not something that I want to broadcast to the world, but I honestly don't see any other way. I wish there was a way I could pinpoint who it was just to discuss it with that person and see.
Ladies, before you get married, be a hoe. Be the biggest hoe you can be before you say, I want one flavor. I want you to try as many flavors as you can, honey. Because when I tell you there are some flavors out there, woo!
Email says, hello, I found your channel on I was HIV positive about 5 months ago. Since then, I've been literally investigating, trying to find out who gave it to me. The doctor I spoke with told me that judging by how progressed it is, it could have been in my body for a year or more earlier. I wrote down all the years, and I believe that whatever a man can do, a woman, a double standard. So women being called a hoe, other partners as a man disgust me. I'm not ashamed to say I've had sex with 13 men in the past 3 years. With 11 of them, it was protected, and 2 unprotected. My issue is that I have asked both men I had unprotected sex with to go and get tested. Both men have told me they were clean and even showed me papers.
Tiny. Stoney, you know what hazing is?
Yes.
Do you know what hazing is?
No.
Hazing is where when you play or you're in some kind of group, whether it's a fraternity, sports team, whatever club, and to get initiated, they make the person trying to get into the club do all these different embarrassing things where they subject themselves to like maybe drinking water out of a dog dish or of a toilet bowl, or they subject them to violence or sexual innuendos, meaning like behavior, physical, verbal. That's what that means. So that's why you should never participate in that. Because like I don't know if you've seen like people on like it's sometimes you see it, but a lot of people go to jail for hazing because what they do is they'll say, for instance, you're the new guy on the team, and to make you, they might, everybody might grab your butt. You ain't gonna like that, but that's sexual assault because it's unwanted sexual contact. So bullying is bigger than just like those things. Like if you plan on going forward and playing ball and things, these are things you're gonna have to be cognizant of. Remember, whatever you do in this world comes back. So you want to put out as much positive as possible. If you put out negative, negative come back. You understand what I'm saying? All right. She in her room.
Angel?
Both of them, Tiny and Angel, in their room. Same thing with you, Buck. As you play baseball, don't be letting nobody haze you and mistreat you. You understand? You should like, bro, I don't play like that. You gotta learn to speak up and mean it. It don't make you soft. What make you soft is not speaking up. You understand? Let's have a better day today than we did yesterday. All right? You hear me, y'all? Ten more. I get the 10 was. Mix with these chickens. You know my big brother. When y'all meet, huh? No, Sean's my little brother, my real big brother. Sean's my step brother because my mom and his dad married. My mama married Papa Steve when I was 18. My real brother. You know what I mean? My real brother never fought, never argued, none of that shit. None of my little brothers. None of them. Now I might have argued with my sisters. Yeah. And even then, you shouldn't do that shit either. I done got old enough to where I know how to talk to him. And we ain't got to argue. You know what I'm saying? What I'm telling you is, it's on you. You the big. You getting older, and I need you to rely on them leadership skills. You about to be a hooper. All right. Let's say, for instance, let me ask you this question. Let's say, for instance, it's a tough game, right? And your man is killing you. You ain't gonna like your teammates coming talking shit to you, is you? Okay. With that being said, just remember that's the same thing. You feel me? You look at your little brother. He 10 years old. You feel me? He's growing up too. You about to be in junior high school. You ain't got that much in common with him but video games. You growing up. Look, you going by the summer you'll probably end up by the time you in the 8th grade, 9th grade, you might be 6 feet. He ain't even there yet. You understand what I'm saying? You're growing, and how you play with him and how you play with anybody else is, man, you ain't gonna be able to do that. It's just like Rock could play the game with y'all, maybe hoop with y'all. But do y'all kick it with Rock? No, you're not understanding. What I'm saying is, Rock's a grown man. He don't got much in common. I'm not saying you can't kick it with your brother. I'm saying you don't have much in common. Let me see. Hearthstone. Alright. I think we'll get Mass Hearthstones. So I can beat this monster on his first board. Just because people can do it don't mean you can do it. Let me see what you got on. Come on. Let me see what you got on. Go switch that shirt out. Get y'all some more socks and stuff.
Oh, hello. Here to make a deal.
You collect them. It become money. It's like money. Yeah. You should.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, I can upgrade that.
Oh, hello. Here to make a deal.
Purchase item. I got 4. I got 1. 5. 7. I got 1 at 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Alright. That should be enough. Make this bow and arrow stronger.
I can forge weapons for you for a fair price. You come back alive.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings. You have a heart of
Comb your hair out good. Put some moisture in your hair and stuff like that. Start combing your hair out good. So you put your hair in a ponytail or whatever.
What do you need? If it be a blacksmith, then show me your steel. If not, then head straight for the door.
Oh, wow. Give me that bread. Fine. Eat some breakfast and stuff. Let's get up, start getting your hair. We gotta go get your summer clothes. And then them packets, we need to take them down Auntie house and copy them.
Alexis.
So it.
Hey, can you send me Ava's phone information so Emery can call her?
Tiny, you got the phone? Go get it. Cause I need you to send me text me off of it. What they doing?
Emery get dressed, but she want Ava to do her edges because you know it's her birthday today.
Oh, she done. She done her now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I had them walk on there.
Okay.
Hey, what y'all doing? Shit, I'm about to go get that stuff from Gabriel Brothers. They summer stuff.
For school?
He doesn't know what it is because
You talking about for school, Brandon?
Nah, they summer stuff. Well, put on some clothes, walk down the street, and do your cousin Emery edges for her birthday today. Tell her uncle got her on Friday, man.
Okay.
You know, Uncle.
You straight? You don't have to do nothing. You
Yeah,
good? You
get out my get out my business with my nieces. I'm gonna start cussing y'all out about that shit, man. Mind your fucking business, man. You heard me? That's them my nieces. That's your daughter, but that's my niece. Get out our fucking business, chump. Damn. You know, man. Y'all funny, man. You and Lisa, y'all so funny. Y'all think because y'all brother got a shitload of kids. I get it. But y'all got
I say that to everybody, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, I be feeling like you don't have to get nothing. Just your presence and you saying happy birthday thinking of them be enough.
Shit, I'm an uncle. Fuck what you heard. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna act like I ain't. Look, when Uncle Darren used to come through the crib and be giving me shit, that shit was warranted. Same thing what Uncle Johnny used to do for you. You feel what I'm saying? Uncle Johnny,
Yeah.
Uncle Johnny loved you. Not saying he in love with the rest of us, but what I'm saying is Uncle Johnny had a soft spot for you. You know what I mean?
That was my nigga.
Oh man, listen, King. That's why I won't go by King. You hear me? Nah, King.
Yeah.
King dead. Ain't no King Morgan. It's King Morgan in the ground. You hear me? Like, but nah. But my point is, you know what I mean? That's what Uncle's supposed to do. You supposed to retch around and because you don't want to catch her with some money. Like, how the fuck you get this? And then you be like, why didn't you tell me? You know what I'm saying? And I don't throw crosses, but I understand like how you know what I mean. She's a teenager. They just at that age. You know, these are pivotal points. I'd rather them have money and I grind for mine than for them to be walking around without no money and then they start getting into bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's so. So a lot of my logic is based on shit that I did, or like I wouldn't have never did half the shit if Daddy would have been dropping bread.
Mm-hmm.
That's just being honest. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother sermon. You know what I mean? You at work today?
No, I'm at home. I'm at home today, honey.
I heard you.
I mean, I do an at-home job later on tonight, but shit, not them other jobs. Not today.
Right. Did you figure out what you was gonna do?
Not yet. Not yet. I got a couple little things that I'm like working on, trying to, see how I'm gonna process this stuff out. Cause I just want to, make sure I get, my backup plan solidified before I make a move.
Oh no, I get it.
Yeah.
It's just like one of the nurses I work with, she kept it a bean. She said a lot of these nurses over here, she said they new nurses. She said they ain't been through shit. She's like, this ain't the facility for you to be doing nothing when you become a nurse. She said because they'll go somewhere else and get their shit popped. And I'm like, all right, note to self. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, I work with probably two of the meanest, I don't want to say mean, but two of the most, man, like very stoic women ever, right? These motherfuckers love my black ass. But part of it is, well, the major part is they don't have to check behind me. Like if one's slipping, I pick them up. You feel me? Like if the nurse drop a pill, I be finding the pills. You know what I mean? Like if the aide don't answer a light, I answer a light. But they'll do the same thing for me too. So, but you have a lot of people getting in. They get in and they don't know how to play the team game. You know what I mean? Like we teammates. And then
that's like that nurse. I worked for that one nurse. I told you who, and she, Brandon, bruh. I worked for her yesterday. It's this one nurse who cussed at me a few weeks ago, like, because she got mad because, like, I was training an old girl, and I was like, you can call me if you need me, because I even stayed over 3 hours to help her, like, and she's like, you act like I'm not fucking here, give me a fucking break, like, girl, you've been off this floor more than I ain't even about to play with you. But yesterday, I worked with her. Like, Brandon, when I say she ain't want to help with nothing, like, then what she did, then at the end of the shift, Brandon was trying to go back and check my work. Yes. Like, first of all, you ain't my supervisor. Then she's like, well, they ain't get the blood sugar for such and such. Ma'am, it's 6:45, 7 o'clock. First of all, she don't get she's not about to get coverage at this time because she's going to get night coverage. So it defeats the fucking purpose to be checking anybody's blood sugar when they got, and then the patient about to have to get 2 sticks versus 1. And like I said, you're not going to get coverage. And she just had dinner not too long ago. So of course her blood sugar is going to be somewhat up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just dumb shit. And then come out, oh, well, you ain't put these orders in. No, I've been put them in. Been talked to the doctor. You've been doing everything. Like, well, no, you didn't. Like, literally going on to the computer looking. Like, they're in there. Then when it was a mission, she was like, oh, you ain't, bitch, I'm worried. I already verified the meds and already sent them over to the doctor and already put and continued them and sent them to the pharmacy. So you, like, motherfuckers do not know how to do it. But if you was here doing teamwork and that stuff, I didn't even have to help her with. Like, bruh, like, it don't be twofold. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's because, and sometimes, man, you be having a G check, motherfuckers be like, bro, man, chill the fuck out before you get based. You know what I mean? Like,
girl, that's what I told her. Like, it's already done. You late. Like, exactly. I'm like, I will run circles around you. Like, you sitting there playing, doing everything else, and then now you want to check me at the end of the shift like I ain't doing something. This shit been done. Then she was like, well, the bed board ain't done. Yeah, I've been done that hours ago, too. Like, you ain't got to tell me, like, that's the shit that, like, irritate me.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm big on when people act like that, the first thing I like to ask them is like, okay, so when did you become my supervisor?
When? Exactly.
When?
That's why I was like, girl, I don't need you to check. You doing the most. Like, you doing shit and shit is already done. But then she Pete this, like, you was late today, but you want to be the first one to run out the door and give a report.
Of course she did. That's, man, motherfuckers be doing dirt, and they be trying to offset it by covering their ass. Like I said, that's why I don't be paying nobody no attention, bro. Like, shit.
What, Mila? All right, hold on.
Yeah. Tiny, you dressed?
What's the water on for? She here, Tiny down here.
Okay, that's how I make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, she at home. I said, yeah.
Here, get a towel for her.
But, you know, it'd be like, it'd be stuff like that, like trying to getting them to understand, getting the kids to understand, like, you gotta learn how to play your part and things like that, because, man, the world is filled with villains. I know we want to believe that it's a lot of good people out here. I don't believe that it's not. I'm not saying that it ain't good people out here. What I'm saying is you're gonna see a villain. Don't be shocked. You know what I mean? Don't be shocked. You know what I mean? It's like I got a patient right now. The woman got a hernia.
Right, you should be dressed.
And she got a what you call it?
I gave you shorts. No, they're not. They're short.
Yeah, they got she got a hernia and she got a hip hip fracture and then she had hip surgery. But her family insists on her getting up. They insist on it. I'm like, bro. And then they was like, well, why she groaning? So they decreased her pain meds. And the crazy thing is, the family been coming there on some bullshit. And unfortunately,
that's what you said, the niece or something?
It was the cousin. So look, the sister showed up. The sister showed up out of the blue note one day. Then the son, he be sliding through. He be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it be just be like. But they literally putting that lady through a lot of pain for no reason, in my opinion. Like,
because they ain't happy. They ain't.
Man, like that lady, man, she in pain. Like, I'm like, bro, a hip is on the sciatic nerve. Like, it's literally right there. Like, this is not going to be a joyful occasion when she, you know what I mean, when she deal with you. You know what I mean? Because she going to be like, you know what I mean? And she verbal, but she ain't coherent. So, you know how that goes.
That's the wrong way, backwards. Like, people be selfish, and that be on because they are selfish because they feel guilty, like they ain't, like, because they know they ain't been there. But now when you get there, now you want to make it hell, but you don't even know what's going on with it for real.
Right. That's one thing, like, I don't learn about a lot of people as adults. As adults, like, motherfuckers be half-stepping, and then to cover themselves from getting caught for being half-stepping, then they'll try to put everybody else through it, like, thinking they slick, trying to cover themselves. Like, fam, you the one who did that, not me. You know what I mean? If that shit be so crazy, I'd be like, bro, y'all really making this job this hard, man. Like, it ain't that deep. I swear it ain't.
People know what they be doing, and they know they be some bullshit for it.
Heck yeah. Straight bullshit.
Like, know they is.
That's why I be sitting there like, man.
Michael, come on, stop.
So we trying to be cool, like, you feel me? Like, just knock it out. Like they say, get her up. Depending on the nurse, if it's like, I know which nurse want her up early. I know which nurse they don't. When they be like, and like, I'm talking about the family got sticky notes everywhere and shit. Like being all of a sudden they want to be real anal. But also too, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't. They don't really say nothing to me. It'd be mainly like. So they moved a lot. You know how facilities just start randomly moving people.
Yeah.
So Shorty got randomly moved that pissed him off.
Yeah.
And then ever since then it's been up like.
But we don't see how long that's gonna last.
Man, Shorty, man, look, she got a hip, bro, and she barely expelling. That's why I was just like, all right. And like I said, this is where I'd be liking to be the only dude, like, cause it'd be like. As the only dude. What's up with it?
I need to get the answer.
Happy birthday, little lady.
Oh, happy birthday.
I got you Friday, you hear me? Yeah.
It's you don't like the class. It's okay.
Yeah. Hey, man, I see why you like them big ass trucks, bro.
Hey.
That motherfucker that is a toy. That is a toy.
I swear it makes you, because everybody's like, oh, you don't be scared. Yeah, I be comfortable. I be scared driving them little bitty ass cars.
Man, look, I swear, like, you get so much respect in the room. You got a white t-shirt? Just put a white t-shirt on, and you'll be straight. Yeah, nah, that is. I'm gonna play it so, like, man, just trucks in general, like, when I bought it, and I was doing the paperwork, dude was like, he said, I'm telling you now, you're not going to go back. He said, I got a black one. He's like, well, you think that white is hard to keep clean? He said, black. He said, black hard. He said, when pollen, stuff like that, he said, that stuff get on the car. And, man, he said it'd be hard to keep clean. But he was like, man, but once you get one, he said, you'll never go back. You're just going to keep getting them.
Exactly, you do. That's why, like, it makes me stay with what you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna have a car, but I have to have a truck. Like, it's a must.
Oh yeah, I agree. I said, cause look, I was talking to Daddy. He was like, he said, you and Amanda. He said, you got a white truck like Amanda. I said, yup. Peanut butter sheets.
Did you show him your car?
I just had to talk to him, like, cause you know, the truck gonna be at the house.
You know his ass gonna be bragging about it.
Yeah. Shit, the dude, man, you might know you know a dude named Andre Valines.
Valines?
He went to Coleraine when you was there. He know Andre Nevada, bro. He like my height, but he's short and thick though.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's where I bought the car from.
True.
Yeah, he worked at Sweeney. He had a cold ass Range Rover. Got the white Range Rover with the tinted windows.
Uh-huh.
Like, but he was like, man, like, he was real cool. Like man, and we bought it. It was only $39. I'm gonna pay that shit off in like 3 years. It's gonna be real aggressive.
I know that's right.
Cause like, I know Nevada want a truck, and I want her to have a truck that she want. But,
yeah.
Just,
she know what she want.
So so when we went to go get the car, he basically signed us up for the Buick Enclave. So that's Nevada's favorite car, like that. She wanted that, and I'm like, bro, this car feminine. I don't like it. So, like, we got a Tahoe, and I'm like, but I always wanted a Tahoe. I always did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I told them, I was like, man, you gonna pay this motherfucker off?
Look, get down here.
Pay this car off quick. Then that way, Nevada can get what she want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You just gotta be fair. You gotta be fair in the sandbox. Gotta be fair.
Period.
But she, you know how that shit is. Like, But yeah, I was talking to Daddy. I tried to talk to Lisa about it. Told her, I said, man, you just gonna be mad at me. I said, but I'm not gonna deprive you of the information of your dad. So you need to know.
Lisa be trying to, like, in the same breath. Cause I had said something to her. I had asked her, like, well, you talk to Jazz to see, you know what I'm saying, if you heard anything. Like, but then I'm like, nah, I ain't about to tell you. She like, I don't want to hear nothing about him. All right, I wasn't gonna tell you. No, tell me, bro. I don't about to sit here and play with you for doing act fake hard to be nasty, mean, or whatever towards a motherfucker. Like, you know,
So
I don't be getting that shit. This shit don't even be worth it. Like, for real.
Because
you mad at him over some bullshit. Like, it's petty to me, honestly. To me,
man,
and it ain't worth it. But then, in the same breath, you don't want to know about him, but then you want to know everything about him.
Because like so Artez called me. I told him the situation. I said maybe he'll talk to you. You the oldest. You know what I mean? I said I'm just saying. I said we need to know about his health. Something ain't right. That they keep
Get over here, Milo.
That they keep
He called me back this week. And he did say, it's my fault because I did forget to call him back because I was I was at the cash register when he called. But he admitted to basically. He said he was like, I don't have no cancer or nothing like that. He said he know where he came from because he said he's having trouble peeing. And I said, well, Daddy, honestly, like if your prostate gets too enlarged, it will obstruct your urine stream. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And that's probably where somebody was thinking, like, where they was coming from. But I'm like, Daddy, and that is serious. Like, you do need to get it checked out or whatever. And I can't remember. And then I told him I was going to call him back. So I need to call him back so I can try to make him an appointment or something.
So I talked to him, and I've been knew about that large prostate. And I told him, I said, man, black men are susceptible to enlarged prostates. They are. And with him being a drinker and a smoker, I told him, I said, and the cancer does run on his side too. They like they only talking about diabetes, but cancer runs on that family. The leukemia gene came through Prunell and them.
Exactly. That's why it was crazy when I didn't see leukemia in that book.
So I don't think a lot of people know, but Louisa Francis' brother was the one that had leukemia. You feel me? But because we know because of T having leukemia. But Ernie was the one that told me. She is like, the leukemia come through this side. And she said that.
It's not to be funny. They even told us like leukemia is more prevalent with white. Like when they was trying to get us tested and stuff, like they was like it's prevalent in more white people.
Yeah.
And that's why they were saying like that was probably the reason why Tia had that almost perfect match with that white man.
Right. So that's like, so I don't know how to, because there's the story of how we crossed white folks is hairy. Some people say, because Louisa Francis, but they say they say, I don't know who they say somebody got raped by the master's son. That's where that Delaney come in.
Yeah, they had that story in the book.
What the book say?
Basically the book said like basically they got raped by the master's son, and they was trying to like raise the baby basically as as white, and she ran up here to was it Kentucky or Ohio or somewhere they ran up here, but that's basically how they got up here. But
okay, so that's what, because Uncle Courtney was the one who told me that. So I guess Aunt Jeannie was the one who knew that, right? So I didn't know Jeannie, so I'm thinking Jeannie was one of the older ones. You know what I mean? I know Aunt Lori them and Aunt Joanna them, but I ain't know like Aunt Jeannie them. But I guess she was like one of the older siblings. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But like you said, at the end of the day, that's stuff you need to know, because the last name Delaney, we're related to Delaney's. I could take you to the grave over there.
Mila, get over here so I can do your hair.
Did you ever been to the grave over there in Kentucky?
No.
So I know where that's at too. I went over there with Daddy one time. Because me, him, and
You are, and brush your teeth. Right, go brush your teeth. Go do what I said. Why do I have to explain something to you? When I say something, that's what I mean. Go brush your teeth. I didn't ask you no question. Now.
Yeah. No, so like that's why I was saying like with Debbie like so I thought Artez about it like I was like bro maybe he'll listen to you as far as like health things. I said but I know something wrong with him. I was talking to him and he got this very violent cough. Like you know what I mean? Uh, so we'll see. Hopefully listen because I was like bro I don't want to get no random message. I'd rather be ahead of the curve. You feel me? Like,
yeah, that's why I told him I gotta call him back because I told him I'll make him an appointment or whatever.
Cause I think they like I said they know something wrong because Aunt Judy really is on it about him.
Yeah.
And I'm like for her to have like all of a sudden like have just this interest in his health. I'm like, well, what brought that on?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him in them pictures. Daddy looks sick.
Nah, you can real. He ain't up to his, you know.
That's what I said. He looked like, but alcohol is a sickness. The way he uses it, you know what I mean. I just look at him like, while he was.
And not to be funny, like alcohol is one of the worst ones as far as detox goes. It's one of the worst ones, like to detox from, like a lot of doctors they prefer you to have to detox from opiate than alcohol because alcohol is one of the most dangerous ones, and you can die more. You could die.
Right.
Like the risk, like it's just a bigger risk.
Right, because like it ain't nothing but sugar. It's nothing but sugar, and what it do to the liver. You know what I mean? But that's why I was saying I'm looking at him like because Ortiz was like I'm surprised he ain't got cirrhosis because he do drink heavy. And I'm like
I wouldn't be surprised honestly, but
right.
I would not be surprised. I'm trying to find your phone.
That's why I was sitting there looking.
Come on, right? Brush your teeth and get some cocoa butter on your face. You better watch who you talking to. Shut your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that. So it's just one of them things. But like I said, I'm looking at it like something ain't right with little bro. Like, just rather get that shit looked at, get that shit out the way, and figure it out. But I wouldn't be if his prostate is enlarged, he could have polyps. You know what I mean? That don't necessarily mean he got cancer, but he could have polyps though, because that's
definitely something that need to be looked into. Definitely.
Right.
That's what I was when he was saying it the other day. He was like, "No, I ain't got." I'm like, but still, the fact that you having trouble because he was saying like, "Oh, my bladder." I said, and that's why I'm like, Daddy, like you ignore what it should be like and stop speculating. Just find out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But like you say,
I think it's gonna be part. You know, he ain't gonna want to come to terms with something, and I think that's why he. I don't know. You know. I think why he kind of hesitates. So.
right. That's why I'm like, all right. You like, do you help? Do you? But at the same token, you know what I mean? If it's something bothering you, let's get it looked at. Let's get it taken care of.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because no matter what, I was telling Lisa, I said, no matter what Daddy did, he is our responsibility. It
ain't even that serious. Lisa just want to be butthurt over some shit for real at this point. Because my thing, like, it's twofold. Like,
oh, they both wrong.
I understand, like, for you know, the lady or whatever about, you know, her daddy watching Carson, but at the same time, it ain't daddy watching Carson. It's for real that lady because we all look at he's drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, Here, come and get some lotion on your feet. It is what it is. And then my thing is, I told Lisa, like, it ain't even gonna be mad. He going through his own shit with that lady. So, you know.
Right.
Like, the motherfucker getting his payback. So who fucking cares? That's really. And that is somebody I'd be. It was just Lisa was sorry because, you know, Daddy was watching Carson a lot and stuff like that. But my thing is, like, the thing. You know, Daddy do be getting drunk.
Right. Not to mention, like you said, I don't think the situation with Karen would be that bad if Daddy wasn't verbally abusive when he get drunk. He get to talking out the side of his neck.
And that's another situation. You know, I think about all of it. I think Lisa sometimes. I love Lisa, but sometimes Lisa can be selfish as fuck, and that's just all it is too. You can't. I swear, you can't make her happy. You damned if you don't. You damned if you do. You damned if you do. Like the other day, my stamp girl finally called after I had went to the grocery store. So I had spent some money. So I was like, well, let's see if we can get some of these stamps because she was saying, like, her and Carson needs some food or whatever, right?
Right.
That's the wrong seat. Stop yelling. So I told her, like, you know, Lisa had to work that day. We was going to the store, so I told her just come get the car. Man, like 2-3 days go past, like she ain't come get the car. And, you know, one day I was off last week. She wanted me to run around and, you know what I'm saying, and go drop the car off. So I'm like, I'm running and doing stuff. Like, just come get the car. Then she like, fuck it. Is you going to give my money back or is that girl going to give me my money back? That girl already got that money. Like,
You come back alive.
I'm like, a motherfucker already looking out for you. You getting $120 for free in food. Like, you was in need. So what's the problem? Like, and real life tried to get, like, mad at me. Like, and it just be, like, shit like that. Like, it's like, that's why I say, I'm like, I don't even respond to it no more. I just like, okay. She'll come back when she done being mad.
Right. And that's a choice.
Exactly, because she did it the other day, even when I watched Carson. And he had been over here all day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I be at home with the girls all the time. So sometimes I do want to break, and I don't want to be bothered with everybody. Because I don't get it. And, you know, I'm working all these jobs in my ass. I feel like my body breaking down. I'm getting tired. Like, that's why, this little week I ain't been working these little 2 weeks I ain't been working as much. Like, I still have been doing UC, but I've been okay, kind of. I be tired. But anyways, like, she had Carson over here, and she was like, well, can I stay and do a double? And I was like, well, just remember that, you know, when it comes time for you to work, watch my kids. Like,
I guess.
Sometimes that's just her. I ain't about to let that shit affect me. It is what it is, bro. Like,
that's a choice. You mean? That's a choice.
Emery almost done down there doing her eggs. I'm about to hop in the shower.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. When I get back with her, I see y'all because I had some cake and ice cream for her.
Okay, let us know what you're doing.
All right.
Later.
Later. Bye.
Son, let me see your hair. Comb your hair out. Comb it all the way out. Put some moisture on it. Comb that shit out all the way out. Or see if your sister be nice enough to braid your hair. You just gonna have to pay her. Where see if your twin will braid your hair. You just gonna have to pay her.
I don't got regular bills.
How much you got?
I got my money and I got my two.
You got what?
I got my $100 and I got my two.
Oh, don't touch the 100. Well, look, when you get paid on whatever, you do something nice for your sister. Well, if she do your hair, she don't do no chores. You better work it out. What's up, birthday girl? Give me a huggy. Here, walk your cousin home. Your mama in the car, Emery. I don't know yet. I think she was. Oh, damn. Wasting my time right. Ah. What you doing a little bit? Coco outside. I took her out. Y'all can take her food and water bowl out there. Run, B. Almost through. Oh, B, get out of there. Oh, no, don't die. Oh, motherfucker. You ready to eat? What you eating? Let me see. Give it here. Give me your gum. Why? How do you got gum early? Come on, so you can eat breakfast. Because we need to put your hair in a ponytail. If you take her hair, we need to put her hair in a ponytail. You do the hair. Let me see how many I got left. I got 75 girls. Really, Come this way.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings, don't you worry. You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
It's simple. To trade, I'll give you weapons, or forge the ones you already have. With your souls, do come back alive.
Bro, phagocytes collect from the head, and 25% of all lymph empties from 2 ducts into. So you got the right subclavian vein, and then you have the right lymphatic duct, which is 25% of the lymph that empties that. And the left subclavian vein is the thoracic duct, which has 75% of the lymph. Then the lymphatic trunks collect from the head of the trunk and extremities. Lymphatic capillaries found in nearly all tissues of the body. Lacteal, special lymph capillary found in the small intestine.
Yeah.
Empties 24 liters daily, which goes into interstitial fluid. 20.4 liters daily of interstitial fluid returns back to the body. 3.6 liters daily turns into lymph. And then it goes and then back to the lymph. That's like lymph equals interstitial fluid, which enters the lymphatic capillaries and lacteals. You have 3 lines of defense. The first line is the non-specific immunity. That's your skin and mucous membrane. Then you have the second line, which is your phagocytes, natural killer cells, interferon, complement, inflammation, fever. First and second lines of defense do not improve with repeated exposure. Then you have specific immunity. That's your third line. Cells-mediated immunity. That's mainly T cells. Antibodies mediated immunity, mainly your B cells. Third line improves with repeated exposure.
Sonny, you comb your hair out.
Type of innate immunity.
Stoney.
So you got inflammation. It's red,
Stoney.
warm, swollen.
Did you comb your hair
How
out?
does it work? Increase blood flow to the infected area. Bring in immune elements.
Did you clean? Did you
from spreading? Phagocytes.
Did you comb your hair out?
Macrophages, which is APC. Dendritic cells, APC. APC means antigen presenting cells. How does it work? They find and eat pathogens. Neutrophils die immediately afterwards, though. Antigen presenting cells present antigen to other immune cells. Natural killer cells. What is it? A special lymphocyte which looks for abnormal cells, such as virus, meaning infected cells, or cancer cells. How does it work? Destroys abnormal cells with perforin, which is a lysine protein. Type of immune defense. Complement. What is it? A group of proteins made primarily in the liver. How does it work? Chemotaxis creates a chemical trail for phagocytes to follow. Opsonation is a label for destruction by phagocytes. Pore formation, lyse, and kills the pathogen. Interferon. What is it? Protein released by virus-infected cells, meaning dying cells. So what it does initially is this protein tells neighboring cells to decrease all cellular activity, making viral spread more difficult. Fever, what is it? An increase in body temperature in response to circulating pyrogens, toxins, pathogens, antibodies bound to antigens. How does it work? It causes our proteins to cling more tightly to zinc and iron, speeds up healing and immune reactions. Viruses need active cells to make more of itself. For the first exposure, this is how specific immunity works. If the pathogen is intracellular, like influenza or a virus. Cytotoxic T cells, which is killer T cells, will directly destroy some virus-infected cells. Antigen-presenting cells, meaning APCs, will phagocytize some viruses. B cells will bind to some viruses. Now here's what that same thing looks like on the other side. What do helper T cells do? They cause cytotoxic T cells to multiply. Some become memory T cells. They will activate lysosome function and antigen presentation of APCs. Plasma cells produce lots of antibodies. However, they will activate B cells to become plasma cells. Some B cells will become memory B cells. If the pathogen is extracellular, like MRSA, a bacteria, antigen-presenting cells will phagocytize some bacteria. B cells will bind to some bacteria. Memory B and memory T produce a stronger and faster response during the second exposure to some pathogens. The 5 types of antibodies, also known as immunoglobulins. Immunoglobulin G. This is the second antibody made by plasma cells after first exposure. Our most abundant antibody can cross the immunoglobulin E. This can fight against worms. Large amounts cause histamine, leading to the allergic response. Immunoglobulin D only functions as B cells receptors. First contact foreign antigen on first exposure. Immunoglobulin M. First antibody made by plasma cells after first exposure forms pentachers. Immunoglobulin A forms dimers found in secretion, sweat, tears, saliva, mucus, breath. How antibodies fight. First they neutralize, agglutinating, and then they accelerate the function of complement.
Angel.
Summary of immune function.
Angel, let her do your hair.
Bound by
sit down, Angel.
And or destroyed by phagocytes. Some resist destruction of phagocytes. Helper T cells, APC phagocytes. Cytotoxic T cells destroy phagocytes.
No. Angel, sit down. Bless you.
For viruses and intracellular pathogens. The left arrow. Viruses may recognition of the cells. Interference will limit the cell of infection. Natural killer cells destroy virus-infected cells. Cytotoxic T cells will destroy the virus-infected cells. Right arrow. Phagocytes will destroy viruses and helper T cells.
You're okay, baby. Pretty. Pretty Angel. You're okay, Angel. You're okay, baby.
Atmosphere, alveoli, blood, is brought in during inhalation, alveoli to the pulmonary capillaries, external respiration, transporting oxygenated arterial blood, systematic capillaries to tissue respiration, consumed by tissues and cellular respiration to make ATP. Number reason, oxygen is used to make ATP. The number one reason, the journey of carbon dioxide. It goes tissue, blood, alveoli, atmosphere. It is produced by the tissue cellular respiration, tissue, systematic capillaries, internal respiration, transported in
Angel, it's okay. Come get that hair comb.
External respiration is filled during exhalation. Airway histology and function.
Yay!
Blood goes where most of our air goes where most of our blood.
Angel.
And all bronchi.
Angel, you're doing good.
Types of tissue and trachea.
You're okay.
All break bronchi.
Good, Angel.
Cartilage.
Good, Angel.
Pseudostratified ciliate pulmonar epithelium, the mucociliary escalator. Cilia can be paralyzed by smoking, vaping too. Bronchioles, they distribute air. They have no cartilage, lots of smooth muscle for bronchodilation and bronchoconstriction, and they're simple pulmonar epithelium. Alveoli, gas discharge, no cartilage, no smooth muscle, simple squamous epithelium for ease of gas exchange and elastic tissue for stretch and recoil. Alveolar histology and blood, air barrier. 3 major cell types. Macrophages.
You're okay, baby.
Of inhaled pathogens and dust. Type 2 pneumocytes. They produce surfactant.
Angel, you're okay.
A fluid of alveoli.
You're okay.
Type 1 pneumocytes forms half of our blood air barrier. Oxygen crosses over, goes through the blood into the red blood cell. Carbon dioxide comes out, crosses over, goes out. The barrier in between where oxygen and carbon dioxide cross over is 15 times thinner than a Kleenex tissue. Boyle's law, pulmonary ventilation, our simplified version of Boyle's law. For a given space, as volume goes up, its pressure goes down, and as volume goes down, its pressure goes up.
It's okay.
Relative to atmospheric pressure, our intrapulmonary pressure will decrease and go up. Mechanics of inhalation. Diaphragm and intercostal muscles contract, thoracic cavity and lung volume increases. Intrapulmonary pressure decreases, air moves in along pressure gradient. Mechanics of exhalation. Diaphragm and intercostal muscles relax, thoracic cavity and lung volume decrease, intrapulmonary pressure goes up, air moves out along pressure gradient. Hemoglobin will both bind and release oxygen. To understand, let's make oxygen hemoglobin saturation curve. Hemoglobin is like Robin Hood. It takes from the rich, meaning the lungs, and gives away to the poor, meaning the tissue. Colder temperatures make hemoglobin
I'm keeping a
stingier
close
and
watch on
bind
your
with
belongings,
oxygen.
don't you worry.
Warmer temperatures make hemoglobin more generous with oxygen. Higher pH makes hemoglobin stingier with oxygen. Lower pH makes hemoglobin more generous with oxygen. Focusing on CO2. CO2 is transported by the blood in 3 different ways. Between the tissues and blood, internal respiration. Some CO2 remains in plasma, which means like 7%. Some CO2 binds to hemoglobin, 23%. Then you got carbonic anhydrase and an enzyme which causes CO2 to react with H2O 10,000 times per second. So the third most is the CO2 goes through a conversion in RBCs. This is 70%. CO2 binds with hemoglobin and a red blood cell. Positive hydrogen causes hemoglobin to release more O2. So CO2 plus H2O equals H2CO3, meaning carbonic acid, plus hydrogen. So CO2 plus H2O converts to H2CO3. Then it converts to HCO3 negative negative plus the hydrogen. So now the HCO3 negative travels into the blood. By blood ways.
What y'all want for dinner?
External respiration.
Well, we got how much chicken? Do we got enough chicken for dinner? Or do we need to put something else with it?
So CO2 from plasma
What, fried chicken?
Goes
Like, we
into
got fried
ravioli.
chicken.
Then you have the carbohydrate
You
anhydrase
think it's all
can
gone?
also cause the reaction to happen in reverse.
Alright. Yeah, look in the freezer and see what's in the freezer. Alright, look in the freezer and see what's in the freezer and pick something up and show me something for dinner. Tiny can't do everything. But if she doing this part of the day, y'all gotta step up and do something else. Hey, is them tortellinis in there? Oh yeah, you can't get up there. You can't get to that until I kill that. So I kill that one character. Oh boy. What you pulling out?
I pulled out a bag of diced potatoes.
Diced potatoes? Let me see how big that bag is.
It's not very big.
Let me see. Any more? Let's see if we find another one like it. You gotta look on both sides of the freezer, sir. Let me see. Oh, you Afro puffed her. Bucky down here looking for help. Come help with look for dinner.
Nope, scratch diced potatoes. I found 2 things of broccoli.
Take them out too. That's only on one side. Look.
Broccoli?
No, we got the 2 things of broccoli. That's cool. Leave them broccolis out. Leave them taters out. See what, make sure you're looking on both sides of the freezer. You might have to pull stuff out for a little bit. What'd you say? Say thank you.
Yeah, I found another thing of diced potatoes.
Right on. Cool. Leave them out. See if, now, you saying no more chicken? Alright, she just need an outfit. And then that's it. Look at you, say, we match. Angel made you, Tiny made you look like her. You got big old puffs. Remember, y'all hair is y'all crown. Once y'all cut y'all crown. And if you don't want to do it, you pay for somebody to do it. Go get dressed. What? I'm not really violent with my kids. I don't play like that about my children. I'm always something about my kids. All something. I don't have to forgive me for listening to yesterday. Forgive me. But my son needs to understand. They might take this as a lesson and not look at it and probably beat them up. But look at the fact. Influence the parents standing tall for his children. So same bag of potatoes?
Yes.
Is it a fourth one? If it's a fourth one, so we're gonna have potatoes, broccoli. What kind of meat in there?
There's ground turkey in there.
Ground turkey. What else in there?
And I thought Daisy fries.
You know, cook brats and alright. I have to think of the meal I can fix. I need to increase that magic up. Potatoes, broccoli.
Once you done the dishes, babe, you gotta go clean up. Roaches in the kitchen. Roaches in the kitchen. Let me see you move your feet. Like roaches in the kitchen. Roaches on the dishes. Ladies, roaches on the dishes. Let me see you move your hands.
What kind of chicken? Show it to me.
I can't eat my food because there's roaches on the dishes. Roaches in the kitchen. There's roaches in the kitchen. Roaches in the kitchen. Like roaches in the kitchen. Hey, get up. There's roaches in the kitchen, baby. Roaches on the dishes, baby. You gotta go clean up. Roaches in the kitchen. Roaches in the kitchen.
Let me see. Any more of them in there? Just that one? Alright. I'm trying to think. Alright. If we ain't got a... Did you look in the...
Yeah, I was searching down there. It's a turkey.
Hey, get up. The roaches in the kitchen, baby. Hey, get up. The roaches in the kitchen, baby. Roaches on the dishes, baby. You gotta go clean up. Roaches in the kitchen. Let me see you move your feet. Like roaches in the kitchen. Roaches on the kitchen. Roaches on the kitchen.
Angel, look. Say, that's me. Who that? Who that? Who that? Who this? Look, Amy, Ava. Say Aiden, Ava, Angel,
Hey, get up. The roaches in the kitchen, baby.
Aim,
Roaches on the dishes, baby. You gotta go clean up. Roaches in the kitchen. Let me see you move your feet. Like roaches in the kitchen. Roaches on the dishes, baby. Roaches on the dishes. Let me see you move your hands. Roaches on the dishes, baby. Roaches on the dishes. I can't keep my food because there's roaches on the dishes. Roaches in the kitchen, baby. Roaches in the kitchen. Roaches in the kitchen. Roaches in the kitchen.
I don't think so.
Hey, get up. The roaches in the kitchen, baby. Roaches on the dishes, baby. You gotta go clean up. Roaches in the kitchen. Let me see you move your feet. Like roaches in the kitchen. Roaches on the dishes, baby. Roaches on the dishes. Let me see you move your hands. Like roaches on the dishes. Roaches on the dishes, baby. Roaches on the dishes. I can't keep my food because there's roaches on the dishes. Roaches in the kitchen, there's roaches in the kitchen, y'all. Roaches in the kitchen. Roaches in the kitchen. Let me see you move your feet. Like roaches in the. Come on, y'all. Get dressed. Just make sure y'all get dressing, man.
But take Coco water out there. Do you know where her food bag is?
Do you know where Coco's food bag is?
We need to get more.
I can't keep my food because there's roaches on the dishes. Roaches in the kitchen. There's roaches in the kitchen. Y'all, roaches in the kitchen. Roaches in the kitchen. Let me see you move your feet. Like roaches in the. Hey, get up. The roaches in the. Hey, get up. The roaches in the kitchen, baby. Roaches on the dishes, baby. You gotta go clean it up. Roaches in the kitchen. Let me see you move your feet. Get up. The roaches in the kitchen, baby. The roaches on the dishes, baby. You gotta go clean up. Roaches in the kitchen. Roaches in the kitchen. Let me see you move your feet. Like roaches in the kitchen. Roaches on the dishes, baby. Roaches on the dishes. Let me
It's
see
got like
you move
loops,
your
got a
hands.
spear part.
Like
Ah,
roaches
dang, you glad you killed something. I got that other one.
on the dishes.
I got that other spear. Hold on.
That's what I got.
Alright, I'm about to shoot that other spear out. The one with it got the triangle points. I'm about to shoot him out. All my other spears. Go get dressed, Angel.
I think it's got a sweet spot at the end. But I have picked it up by the dragon.
This one on the first one?
Yeah. Second.
I just killed the spider monster. If you watch this gameplay video, this one
I have to watch it because I
this
don't
one
be getting past the bridge where I got past it one time, but I ain't have enough health, and that blue knight it came straight with me.
I'm about to show you like that.
Cause I don't got my full health bar no more because I died, and I'm saving that stone.
Dude, let me see. Yeah, I got I done beat 3 bosses already.
Oh, thank goodness you're safe. I was
But if you watch this one I'm doing right now, where is it?
You got all of that?
Yeah. I'm trying to think, do I want to carry this?
Oh, that's what you got. Yeah, that wing spear. That's what I found. That wing spear.
We are in debt.
Go and shoot that out.
I can forge weapons for you.
Because, the part of the reason I use the spear is it keeps distance between you and
Yeah, keep them away. And you're able to hold your shield up.
okay.
And stacking up on the stone. That's where that one board come in handy. Where it sort of where it got the shield on its face.
Yeah.
Them monsters, they be dropping the shards. Like, I'll be going back and forth through that board because it be got control. And that's how I be upgrading my weapons.
Make sure he put some cold water in there. And give her a bone. Sit it in the shade.
That's the only thing I can do. Go back through the board again. I have to return to the Nexus.
Shit, you ain't beat all the.
Oh, I just beat on the board first.
I beat the tower monster. That's the tower knight. That's how I get to. That's how I get to go right there. Where her other Hirachis at? The Hirachis. Yeah. You straight put the Anjaki ones on? You sick. Buck, you brush your teeth and stuff? Cause when it's time to go get Amy from work, after we go get Amy from work, and then y'all get them sheets. That work you gotta do, Stoney. Get Tiny, get that, cause we gotta go to Auntie house and copy them. Buck, have you done your sight words?
Yes.
What grades did you do it for? Are you saying it and spelling it?
Yes.
Alright. And then this afternoon, you need to make sure you do your drum. You know which dude I like you fall on, right? Huh? You know which drum thing to follow, right? The black dude. You need to watch his beginning thing and do that on your drum. Master that part. Everything else will be easy. I want you doing him. You make sure.
That's the easy part about the new ones. They swing to you. You gotta catch them off guard.
I just come back and forth here because it's an easy way to make money. Because as you want these weapons swooped out to where you can hit them with one and they'll drop. Because when you get to the harder boards, the ones that pay, them monsters that pay 300 and up.
And that's the reason why you get your strength up. So that way you'll be faster with your armor.
Yeah, you get the strength, dexterity, and the endurance up. Angel, chill out. There's a few monsters when you start getting into the depths of the game, it's gonna get hard.
How'd you beat that spider?
I told you if you watch this video, you'll see me how I did it. Like I didn't have to go. I I like to be able to shoot bow and arrow at him. I literally killed him with like 75 arrows.
Oh yeah, I did get a bow and arrow.
Alright, and then you get your, like, then you gotta make sure you swoop out the bow and arrow so that the bow and arrow is strong. And that way,
You also got to swoop out the shield. That way,
yeah, about that.
you get blocked.
Yeah. But it's another shield we finna get when you cross over. You get this other shield that may help you maintain health. It's lighter too. But I like.
So it's not that one.
You get more shields throughout the game. Like I already beat the one. Like since you see that blue bar, that's your magic bar. Since it's a night using faith. Like you wanna learn different spells because like you can that talisman. You can shoot that talisman out too. Make that stronger. Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll be buying that. High restaurant off of people.
So like this talisman right
Oh
here.
yeah, I got the talisman.
You wear something to drink? Like the talisman is more you can make all that stuff strong. The stronger it is, the stronger.
Am I getting lucky tonight? Not at all. 2 checks. Check. Is it gonna be 1 check or 2 checks? Am I getting lucky tonight? Not at all. 2 checks.
Thou seekest the power of the soul, no? Then touch the demon inside me. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
over there. You got work today? Or you out?
No, I work tonight.
All right.
Wait, Miranda.
No. Alright. Let me make sure ain't nothing back here. Make sure I got everything. We gotta get some seasoning while I'm out. Yeah, we need some seasoning. No, you can't handle that. Oh, this brother ain't have no shield. No. That's that nigga right there.
mantis.
Hello?
Uncle Brandon?
Yeah.
Is it okay if Ava comes with us?
Tiny, you want to go with Emery now? She asking, do you want to go? Go with them then.
We gonna pick her up because we're about to go up there.
Okay, she getting dressed right now, so she'll be ready in a minute.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. Damn. That's my fucking... Oh, damn. Oh, they shit. What? That's not water. I get you. You want some juice? You gotta wait. That's not juice. That's not juice. We can't have that. What? Go get your cup. Where your cup at? You can't eat. You can't drink that. What, baby? What, baby? What? Hey, you can't have none of that. Okay. I just told you you can't have none. It's not for babies. Go get your cup. got some money? Okay. What you do with your 20?
Which one is it? Oh no, the 20 I used to get the ink.
Alright. Well, I get paid again this week. So, man, let me make sure. You're welcome. I don't have no physical money. I got electronic money. Yeah, that's yours. Is that mine? Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize I gotta fight these niggas. Alright. Hey, my baby. Be looking out, and Tiny, because I think your auntie about to be up the street in a minute. What you want to eat? Let's go. Yes. Boys. Stoney. Stoney. Put your hair in a ponytail.
Yes.
Yeah, put your hair in a ponytail.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's on the... Oh, damn, I missed out. Oh, so many of them. Oh, I missed it. Oh. Alright. Dang. Yeah. Oh, yeah, before I go in this tunnel. Boys, come on.